It's just 6 weeks.
6 weeks is an eternity.
Wait, she's lived there her whole life?
Grizzly Mountain?
Yeah.
We never go to Grizzly Mountain.
Hi, I'm Miss Jean. Join me on a trip to Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. Join me for today's expedition in Discovery Mountain. Have you ever wondered whether you could possibly have anything in common with a stranger? And have you ever wished you could see things and people the way that God does? The way God sees the full picture? Or maybe you felt trapped, like you had no way out of a problem unless God intervened in a powerful way? Well, in this new story series called Under Siege, our friends in Discovery Mountain will learn about things and people in a new way. The promise that God is a very present help in trouble is about to become very real. Oh, it looks like Logan Lewis is negotiating with his mom. Is he trying to strike a bargain? Let's join them and find out in our first episode called Cobbler's End.
Mom, it's educational. Otherwise, DS wouldn't have invited me.
Educational?
It's like official Discovery Mountain Academy business.
Logan, you've got a social studies project coming up on Japan, right? And you've read how much for it?
I checked out a bunch of books for it just yesterday.
Well, those books aren't going to read themselves.
Mom, I'll get to them. But DS is your boss. You have to do what your boss says, right?
I'm your boss, kid.
Mom, I'm the only student DS invited on the outing who isn't in high school. This is a big deal.
Well, if you read 2 chapters tonight and 2 chapters in the morning, then yes.
Yes?
Yes. Then I'm happy for you to go.
Thank you, Mom. You're the best. I won't let you down, I promise.
Japan, 2 chapters, and I want to see your notes tonight.
Right, and I'll have a ton done by the weekend. Then Sunday morning, it's a big school outing.
Where exactly are you going?
I don't know, but I can't wait.
Okay, son. For now...
I know. I'll go grab the first book right now.
Meanwhile, not every student is quite as excited about the mysterious school outing, including Cyrus.
Dad, the outing sounds great and all, but I'm drowning here. I've got to keep my A in history this semester or my GPA will be totally shot.
Cyrus,
And we're doing a group project. And just watch me end up with someone lazy.
Cyrus, as I was trying to say, I'm proud of your dedication to your studies. But it's important to be balanced.
Wait a second. You, the principal, are encouraging me to study less?
I'm encouraging you to be well-rounded. You know they look for that in college admissions, right?
Yeah, but I don't want them to say next just because they see a 3.8 before they get to the part about all the times I volunteered at the nursing home.
Cyrus, you're gonna be just fine.
But not if I want to get into medical school like Mom did. You didn't have this pressure. You don't get it.
Son.
Oh, I didn't mean to insult you, Dad, but that's how it sounded, didn't it?
Sharper than a serpent's tooth.
Say what?
It's Shakespeare. How sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. Which maybe you'd recognize if you'd read...
If I read King Lear, we read it last year in English.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, if I'm gonna be well-balanced, then I can't wait to spend time with my friends on this outing.
Your friends?
And my dad, on whatever out-of-town expedition that you're keeping details vague about. Where are we going?
Hey, Chaplain Jake and Miss Simon are going too.
You know they're married now, right, Dad?
Right. I keep forgetting. They're the Donovans. Just like when I write last year's date on a check.
What's a check?
Don't you have some homework to get to?
I'm joking. Grandpa still sends me checks. And shouldn't I embrace the well-roundedness of not doing homework?
Cyrus.
I'm going.
Are you wondering what this Expedition DS is planning is all about? Brianna has an idea. She's telling Addison about it now. Let's join them.
Addison, where did DS say we're going again? Addison, I can see your lips moving. Oh, wait, let me turn up the volume.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, that's way better.
Supposedly we're going somewhere deep in the mountains, like practically off the grid.
Ooh, do you think it's like a wilderness training thing? I know this guy whose school does a whole senior survival weekend. They have to make shelters out of tree bark or something random.
I don't think so, but maybe it's connected with Pathfinders.
Maybe. Hey, that reminds me. Did you sign up for the cake decorating honor?
Yeah, 'cause it kinda is my extracurricular activity. Sweet, literally.
Wait. Hold on. DS said we're going on an exploratory mission, right?
Yeah?
And Chaplain Jake made it sound like it's something to do with construction?
Before his wife kinda shushed him. Okay, it's still weird to call Miss Simon Chaplain Jake's wife.
Yeah, I still can't get used to them being married. But why do you think the trip is about construction?
Well, you know that Chaplain Jake loves chainsaws.
Right? And Miss Simon, Mrs. Donovan?
How about Miss Natasha? Mrs. Donovan is super weird.
Oh, yeah. Miss Natasha mentioned fundraising, right?
Yeah?
So I figured it out.
Tell me.
We're going to a Christmas tree farm.
What? We just had Christmas.
Exactly. Everybody loves a real Christmas tree, right? And the best time to plant for next year is after the last year.
I think it takes a couple years for trees to grow. I really don't think that's it.
Humbug. You're probably right.
Well, now we'll just be disappointed when we find out what it really is. What could be at a Christmas tree farm?
Logan thinks we're going paintballing.
Logan is definitely going to be disappointed.
Well, with Chaplain Jake on the trip, maybe it has something to do with Bible class.
I think we're just going to have to be surprised.
Maybe it's a new relay station for the radio station.
See, there you go. Now, on to sweeter matters. What kind of cake do we want to decorate?
Ooh, I want chocolate. Wait, no, vanilla swirl. Oh, wait. How about raspberry lemon?
It sounds like this trip could be, well, anything. Let's join Logan and Cyrus at Trekkers and see if we can figure out the mystery right after this quick break.
Hi, moms, dads, grandparents. I'm Liesl White, and I play Natasha Simon here on Discovery Mountain. You know, my 3 sons love listening to this program, and they love wearing their Discovery Mountain t-shirts. Why not surprise your listener with one of the t-shirts, hats, hoodies, or other cool things we have online? Visit discoverymountain.com/store to learn more.
Cyrus is just leaving his new job at Trekkers. Let's join him.
Bye, Mr. Simon. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Cyrus.
I can't believe you're really working at Trekkers.
I know, right? I'm so glad that Chaplain Jake told me that Mr. Simon was hiring.
I wish I could work at Trekkers. Kayla loved working for Mr. Simon.
Kayla's your sister, right?
Yeah. You're so lucky, Cyrus.
Yeah, you know.
So the school trip, it's on a Sunday.
Yeah, mysterious.
Where are we going?
I can't tell you.
Come on. I had to practically promise to only make A's from now till college, so my mom would even let me go. Let me go on a school activity. I need details.
I can't tell you, cuz I don't know. Anyways, it's all Chaplain Jake's doing.
You don't think your dad knows everything?
Oh, yeah. I've heard my dad and Jake talking about it, but I couldn't figure anything out. And then they noticed me listening and changed the subject.
That's weird, right?
Yeah. All I heard was something about someone named Gertrude.
Wherever we're going is over an hour from here, right?
Right, up in the mountains somewhere.
I think it's paintballing. Oh, or it's a ski trip.
If they were taking us paintballing or skiing, it'd be more than just the four of us, don't you think?
Yeah, probably. I just always wanted to ski.
My mom wouldn't be so chill about us going if it was a ski trip. She'd already be teaching me about safety and everything.
Hey, did I tell you I got a new toboggan for Christmas? Next snowfall, we have got to take it to Crescent Hill.
Cool. Last snowfall, we connected our snow tubes and slid down at the same time, remember?
Yeah, that was epic. Now we just need some decent snow.
Yeah, I saw the 10-day forecast this morning. You know what it said?
Don't tell me.
Rain.
I said don't tell me. Well, at least we shouldn't get snowbound in the woods Sunday. I better work on my social studies. See you at school.
Later, man.
I wonder if we can find out what the mysterious outing is. Let's check in with Jake and Natasha.
Hi, honey, I'm home.
In the kitchen.
Oh, wow. You really are making applesauce. And the old-fashioned way.
Just like my grandma taught me. Hey, give me that cinnamon, would you? It's time to stir.
Okay. Here you go. Wait, is that lemon juice?
The secret sauce.
Amazing. We should teach the kids how to make applesauce.
They'd love that.
I bet Gertrude knows how to make applesauce. I can't wait to see her again.
Yeah. I hope the kids really like our mission project idea.
Once they meet Gertrude, they'll love her as much as we do. And she really needs our help.
Are Logan and Cyrus going with us on Sunday?
Yep, and Brianna and Addison.
Good. They can give us their feedback. And then tell everyone else, I hope. Here, try this applesauce.
Oh my goodness, wow, this is good. Jacob P. Donovan, you are full of surprises.
Why, thank you. I'd like to think my grandma would be proud.
Cinnamon and lemon, who knew?
Okay, students, you'll ride with me, and Jake and Natasha will take their own car. Any questions?
Yeah, where are we going?
What's going on?
Is it paintball?
Who's Gertrude?
Everybody, buckle up. I'll tell you all about it. Jake, you've got the address in your GPS, right?
Yes, indeedy.
Great. Come on, everyone. Let's hit the road.
We're all set, DS.
Terrific. Let's have a quick word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we're humbled to be used by you. Watch over and protect us as we travel, and guide us every step of the way. Amen. Hey guys, thanks for being willing to go out on a Sunday when you could have just chilled at home.
Only for you, DS.
But we still want to know what's going on.
Well, okay, let me answer your questions. First of all, it's not paintball or skiing. It's something Chaplain Jake and I hope you'll find really meaningful.
Skiing would be meaningful.
Today we're going to Cobbler's End.
Where's that?
We're visiting Gertrude. She's 82 years old. She's very independent, but there are some bigger things she needs help with, and that's where we come in.
So we're going to help her today?
Well, today we're just visiting. She's making us lunch, and we'll learn what we can do for her and some of her neighbors.
Her neighbors too?
Yes. Then this spring, we'll take a mission trip to Cobbler's End and spend a few days helping out.
Oh, wow.
My friend took a mission trip to South America. They helped build a church.
That's great, Addison. You know, there are people in need everywhere, whether it's a rich city or a forgotten town.
Where's Cobbler's End?
Well, it's about 60 miles from here as the crow flies. The trip should take us, a little more than an hour.
I've never heard of it.
Right, most people haven't. It used to be a little bigger, but not much. It had a silver mine, but it closed when Gertrude was still a little girl.
Wait, she's lived there her whole life?
Oh, yes. In fact, she told me the farthest she'd ever been from Cobbler's End was to Santa Fe on her honeymoon.
Wow.
How do you know her?
Well, Gertrude may not have traveled far, but her influence sure has. For over 50 years, she's written encouraging letters to people all over the world. And that's how Natasha first met her.
Letters? That's old school cool.
Yes, and Natasha said she makes the best lasagna she's ever had. So I have a hunch we might get to taste it today.
Yum.
She sounds amazing.
I'm excited for you guys to meet her. She loves meeting people your age, though, truth is, there aren't many young people left in Cobbler's End.
I bet.
So, what do you all think?
I'm in.
Me too.
Does Gertrude like to play paintball?
You know, I wouldn't put it past her. And listen, depending on how we do on time, I think we can stop for dessert on the way back.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're talking.
I thought you'd all agree. When Jake, Natasha, and I last visited Gertrude, we found this great place called the Frosty Inn. They had the best cheesecake, and everything else looked delicious too.
Hey, if you're buying, Dad.
I promise to save room.
At the roundabout, turn right, then drive 52 miles.
Let's go to the boonies.
Hey now, there's a lot of history where we're headed.
I just spent the past week learning the modern history of Japan. I think my brain's full for a while.
I'm really excited to meet Gertrude, DS.
Great, just 52 miles and we'll be there.
So that's what the mystery trip is all about. Could there be more to this trip than anyone involved yet knows? We're pulling up to Gertrude's house. Let's see if we can find out.
Good morning, Jake, Natasha, Michael. It's so lovely to see you.
You look well.
Hi, my friend.
Well, hello, Mrs. Gertrude.
Careful, don't step on the porch. Come on around to the back door.
Lead the way, Jake.
Her porch looks like it's caving in.
Shh, that's 'cause it is.
Mind your manners, guys.
Come in, come in.
Thanks for having us today.
Hi to all of you. Now, let me guess. You look just like Michael, so you must be Cyrus.
Yeah, hi.
And these are Logan, Brianna, and Addison.
Welcome. Natasha, it is just too rare a treat to see you.
I always hope to meet the incredible Gertrude Valentine, and here I get to see you twice in 6 months.
Well, we're sure hoping you can all come in March. I've been talking with the folks at church and around the neighborhood, and they're just so excited. And Jake, chaplain, I hear you like lasagna.
I've never refused it.
Something smells good.
Well, young man, Logan, I hope you like oregano.
I think so.
Perfect. Everyone, make yourself comfortable in my sitting room. My table's too small for all of us to sit around it, but I have some old TV trays and I borrowed a few chairs.
Addison, come on.
I'll just go check the oven.
Jake and I can check on it for you. Just relax, Gertrude.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, guys, what did you think of the drive up here?
Not gonna lie, I thought we were lost there for a minute.
Yeah, well, we're a long ways from anywhere. But the birds never forget about us. They fly by every spring and fall like clockwork.
Wow.
Gertrude, how are you managing?
Well, you know, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble.
That sounds familiar.
It's from Psalm 46.
What can we do for you during our mission trip this spring? I know you need a new porch.
Oh, now I'm doing okay without that rickety old porch.
Okay.
Now, Elizabeth down the way, her front door is too narrow and really lets in the chill.
Elizabeth. Got it.
And my old friend Gregory has a broken window that really needs replacing.
Gertrude, we can't overlook your needs too. You live in Cobbler's Inn. What's that old saying about the cobbler's children?
Well, the only child I've got is old Rocco, and he likes to hide in the porch. Where is that old fur ball anyway?
There's an orange cat in your backyard scratching at a tree.
That's my good boy, old Rocco. He keeps me company. Makes a good heater, too.
Have you really lived here your whole life?
I sure have. Growing up, I figured I'd move away eventually. But then Ronnie moved to town. He was the last full-time pastor our church ever had. We enjoyed 54 wonderful years together.
Aw, he was your husband.
Our church gets a little drafty these days. Maybe you should make that your mission project before you bother with my front stoop. Sounds like the lasagna is ready.
We better get in the kitchen before Jake devours it all.
Lead the way, my friends.
As they ate lunch, Gertrude entertained the group with stories of her life and the town. The group started making plans for everything they could help with when they came back in the spring. By the time they left, Gertrude felt like an old friend.
Drive safely.
Buckle up, everybody. Next stop, the Frosty Inn.
DS, Gertrude's amazing.
Yeah, I kind of wish she was my grandma.
So, you think this is a good mission trip project?
Yeah, Dad. This town is awesome.
So, it's not too bad out here in the boonies?
Gertrude said there's a swimming hole. Let's visit it in March.
Well, I think the water gets pretty cold from all the snow melt, but I've never been there, so sure. Let's plan on it.
Calculating directions to the Frosty Inn, 217 Market Street, Grizzly Mountain.
Grizzly Mountain?
Yeah, that's where the Frosty Inn I told you about is.
DS, we never go to Grizzly Mountain.
Are you serious? Grizzly Mountain's messed up.
Wait, Pastor Williams said something about Grizzly and Discovery Mountain people not getting along. Is that for real?
They're just grizzly, right? They've always had a reputation.
There was a soccer game like 10 years ago between a team from Discovery Mountain and a team from Grizzly Mountain. Things got so out of hand, they stopped the game in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've never played again.
Really?
Yep, and it was a game for preschoolers.
No way.
Way.
Everyone in Discovery Mountain knows you keep away from Grizzly.
Do you think the kids in Grizzly Mountain think the same thing about you guys?
I don't know. Maybe.
Probably, which just goes to show what they know. I mean, anyone who looked down on us is probably a jerk.
But you're looking down on them.
Well, yeah, 'cause they're jerks.
Wait, Cyrus, what do you know about Grizzly Mountain?
Dad, I listen to what everyone's been saying. Their reputation precedes them.
You guys. Ugh. I'm not going to make you order anything at the Frosty Inn. You don't have to have the cheesecake or strawberry milkshake, baked Alaska, or any of the other amazing things on the dessert menu. The things I've offered to pay for. But I expect you to be friendly and not prejudge anyone.
I really don't want to set foot in that town.
Me neither.
Seriously? Who here actually knows anyone in Grizzly Mountain?
They're not friendly.
Are we?
Does the Frosty Inn have raspberry lemon cake?
They just might.
Then I'm in.
I can be persuaded by dessert.
Brianna, Addison.
Fine.
I hope they don't find out we're from Discovery Mountain. Who knows what they'd do to our food?
Addison.
I'm just saying.
In 30 miles, turn right onto Market Street.
They drove the last 30 miles in silence.
Welcome to the Frosty Inn.
Thank you very much.
You can take a seat anywhere that's open.
Thank you. Come on.
This is going to be interesting.
This place looks normal so far.
Chaplain Jake knew better than to come here.
Guys, Chaplain Jake and Miss Natasha had a dinner date for their anniversary. You know that. Hey, check it out. It's a genuine diner booth.
Ooh, the dessert menu looks good.
Feast your eyes and then feast your bellies.
Check this out. They've got everything.
Mom, how could you? You always do this to me.
Do you guys see that? That guy's yelling at that waitress in the parking lot.
I think she's his mom. And why are you whispering? They're outside. They can't hear us.
They can see us staring.
They're not looking our way. And DS said to mind our manners.
Please. Now, dessert anyone?
The visit to the diner isn't going very well, is it? Let's step outside into the parking lot. Can we figure out what's going on?
You said I didn't have to go.
Well, I just have to disappoint you again, don't I? I'm sorry, Carson.
I should know better, but no. It's always like this. It looks like something good will actually happen for once, but then, whoops, nope. Sorry, Carson.
You'll just be gone for the summer. It's just 6 weeks.
6 weeks is an eternity.
I know.
I'm going home. I mean, it is still home, right? We haven't been evicted since 10 o'clock this morning.
I paid the first and last month's rent when we moved in. We're fine. Nobody's going to throw out your stuff.
They better not. Ugh.
Carson Vermillion, you kick another rock and hit somebody's car and you will be grounded till your braces are off.
If I'm grounded, does that mean I get to stay home for the summer and not get shuffled off like an unwanted pet?
Carson, I've got to get back to work.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, son.
Well, Director Doug, DS, and his students have had quite a trip, and it looks like it's not over yet.
Yeah, there were a lot of twists and turns, and I don't mean the drive to Cobbler's End.
You're telling me everybody had a great visit with Gertrude in Cobbler's End. Director Doug, what does everyone have against Grizzly Mountain?
I don't know, but it sounds like it goes back quite a ways.
It sure does. And what about Carson, who we met with his mom in the very last scene? Do you think we'll meet him again?
Yeah, I have a strong feeling we will. Then again, I've read the next episode's script.
That's true. You know, Chaplain Jake and DS thought a service project in Cobbler's End would be a great way for their students to exercise their faith. But maybe the real test of their faith will be something a little more difficult.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
We'll find out next time.
We'll see you then.
You've been listening to Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. To listen to other episodes and to send us a message, visit us online at discoverymountain.com. Discovery Mountain is a production of The Voice of Prophecy. Join us again next time here in Discovery Mountain, where every day is an exercise in faith. Cobbler's End was written by Tom Paul Wheeler, produced by Jean Boonstra, and post-produced in Ontario, Canada by Douglas Bruce and Danny Columbi. Recorded in Loveland, Colorado, Bowmanville, Ontario, and remotely from around the world.